So I'm going to be teaching you in this video a really simple way to get you to swing on plane. So swinging on plane really means that during the golf swing, your golf club is referencing the golf ball. You can see that there. And it makes the downswing much easier when we get this relationship. There's going to be some golfers where it's slightly steeper, some it's slightly flatter, that's fine. We're looking to avoid these real extremes, super flat and, as you saw there, super steep. So how do the elbows play a part in that? Well, if I was to take my setup to this golf ball, and I'm going to move my elbow in a backswing in an incorrect way. So I'm going to do the wrong thing. And you can see, well, that golf club is nowhere near on plane. It's nowhere near. So what about if I did something very different with my elbow and my body? Well, again, you can see how that golf club would not be on plane. So how I move my elbow influences that. How does the weight of the club affect it? Well, if I just put my feet together, held this golf club in just my trail hand, and just sort of tipped over into sort of golf posture and just put the club head, you know, maybe some 1 to 2 feet in front of the ball. And then as I use a little bit of body rotation, I'm just going to get this club swinging. And what I'm going to do as it's swinging is I'm going to soften my arm and I'm going to let the momentum of that golf club just build and build and build. And the tension through my arm and my hand is incredibly low. And as that starts to build, what do we see from this down the line angle? Well, suddenly I'm starting to get the golf club, give or take, it might not be perfect, starting to get it onto the right kind of angle. And what's happening to my elbow? Well, perfect, it's folding. Notice how the bottom of the elbow points at the ground and there is some bend in the elbow here, and that puts me in this perfect position. So to get that shape of backswing, I actually didn't have to do anything intentional. I didn't have to think about pointing the grip at the ball or folding the elbow. I simply allowed the weight of the golf club, its natural swing, to dictate where the golf club went. And we start to get this beautiful backswing position where the arm is folded and the club is on plane. That exact exercise would work on the other side of the golf ball. Taking my lead hand, put the club above the ball, start it swinging, and then just let the momentum of the club continue. And what do you see my lead arm? It's beginning to fold. And as it's beginning to fold, we start to get the golf club in this beautiful position where, I don't know if you can see from that camera, but it's referencing it about the golf ball. Elbow is down, arm is slightly flexed. Now the reality is at full speed, the arm might be more extended. At slow speed, we get a slightly different position, but the same principles are going to apply. So for you, if you're swinging and your backswing shape isn't quite right, it's very often going to be because the elbow's doing the wrong thing, or on the way through, the elbow's doing the wrong thing. If the elbows don't fold correctly on either side of the golf ball, it's very difficult to get the golf club onto that perfect plane, which can help you play some better golf. So, you notice I've got this ball teed up. The next phase to this will be actually doing that, but letting the golf ball get in the way. So I'm going to go trail hand only, hover the club, let it swing, build that momentum, let my arm react to the weight of the club, as opposed to my arm dictating the movement. And then when I feel like I've got a really nice flow to this, all I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down and let the ball get simply in the way of the golf club. It's not a perfect shot. It doesn't have to be a perfect shot. We're simply trying to say, here's the movement I want, and then we're trying to just do that movement with the ball. So there's a consequence to that. There's an end result. I've got to make contact with the golf ball. So that would be a great little exercise to do at the driving range to really start to feel and sense the shape of your golf swing. When you put both hands on, guess what? We can do the same thing. I can start with the club in front and I can feel as if the weight of the club is moved and I just let it fold into this beautiful position going back where you can see how my elbow is folding, club is on plane, and from there we can just swing through. And you're going to find it's incredibly easy to actually hit good golf shots. If we can really use and tap into the natural weight of the club, where does it want to go? It doesn't want to go this way. It doesn't want to go this way, but that's what we see all too often. And in those cases, it's very often the golfer manipulating the golf club or the arms or trying to force the club maybe in a place where it doesn't want to go. If we can simply use the weight of the club head, you're going to start to develop this natural swing and it's going to have a great flow to it as well. So what can we do on the through swing? Exactly the same. Lead hand on, Start the momentum, build that momentum. Grip pressure, arm pressure is really low. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down and let the ball get in the way. I've got a little bit left, but again, look at my end position. Arm is perfectly folded. Club is referencing the golf ball, or I should say where the golf ball was. And same as what we said on the backswing, we can do that with two hands on the through swing. So we build, we build, we build, we build. I'm just feeling my arms reacting to the weight of the club. And then we just go ahead and connect the two down at the bottom. And again, you can see my arm position here. Club is on a beautiful angle, and this is natural. So how the arms work, how the elbows work, incredibly important to your golf swing. Get those right, and the club's going to start to swing around your body much better. And if the club swings around your body better, you're probably going to find that the golf shots you hit are better as well.